49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down.
Hey, watch the ball. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Hey, exit. Snap.
Now back to throw. Open man, it's Allen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
Focus, defense, focus.
Set, go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to loft one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 56 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Watson. And this one's incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? One for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
6 guys, check 6, hit it.
They'll run on first down. Stewart. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop.
Tighten down. There you go.
Ready.
They go play action here on first down. They'll buy some time right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Break.
52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
They'll try the left side. Stewart. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem from me.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Down. 30 base. 52 right here. 52. Get your swarm on. Go. 52 is the mic right here over there. Go.
On third down, Stewart. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. This an easy one, 23-yarder. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now a first down throw. Watson completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw is Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
54. Check. 59. I'm coming after you.
Here's Watson. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Extra point forthcoming. And that makes it 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
2 times.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Watch Mike.
All day, baby, all day. Hey, Mike 52.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Make these babies cry all the way back home.
They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
General West.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, Mike 52. 5.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ready, ready. 60 outlaw.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 52's the mic, boys. 52.
Get it.
Back to throw here. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
That's good for another Seahawks. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Zach Ertz. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
80 weapons.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
Ready.
On second down, Stewart. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Extra point up and through, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
Come on, fellas.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 54 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Alert three, alert three. Alert, let's go.
They'll try the left side. Stewart. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Check, check.
Hey, orbit.
52. Not today, you are. Not today. 5-2 is the mic.
Deep grip.
2nd and 15.
Watch your slot, watch your slot.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off of play action, it's Watson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Now the ball comes loose, but an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
On first down, Weber. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
It's going to be a long day.
Hey, 31.
Watson, off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, the pressure just couldn't get to him that time. They forced him out to his right, but he held his poise, surveyed the field, didn't find anything he liked, and then took off and picked up a nice gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, 24.
Now it's Watson. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Watson now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here.
Hey, 59. Hey, 24.
From the red zone now, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again is Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll set up a throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Brings up third down and 17.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Set. 19. 59. Watch the run.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Check. 59. Switch up.
Watson. He's going to fire one deep, into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak. Go, go.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Too little, cupcake. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Coming to you, coming to you.
Hey, Charlie.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Let's set a tone.
Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey,
Hey, wahoo.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Oh, you get up.
Now.
He'll drop to throw. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Switch, switch.
Blue draw quarters. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Stewart. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Watson on 1st down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Exit, exit. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Trump, give me these tracks. Let's go.
Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Don't get nervous.
Here's Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
55. Check 55, Mike.
I'm coming for you. You mine. Hey, check Mike. Watch 55.
Watch the
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
24.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. In your face.
He's back to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Back to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. What we got?
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
I'm here all day. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. All day. All day. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Now Watson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Here. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. It's a party now. It's a party now.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Come, baby.
Now it's Watson. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A fourth quarter score from the Meadowlands. And it was the Bucs coming away victorious there. A win would be their first of the young season. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't.
And this is caught at the 20. And oh, at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
We got it. We got it.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Second and 11 at the 30-yard line.
So the victory here for Seattle. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for the Seahawks, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.